Greetings and a very warm welcome back to the channel. The sun is shining and the magpie is casting. Coming to you guys right now with a live 1 versus 1 battle featuring, spawning in the east, it is going to be the Wehrmacht forces of VonIvan. Prolific player in the community, pretty well known. I mostly remember him for doing awful things to people with partisans and T-70s. But that is not the entire scope of his repertoire, and he's capable of much more than that. We're going to see him playing Wehrmacht today, so interesting. Let's see what he's going to do. Spawning in the west, his opponent is going to be borobadger, playing as the United States Forces. Not a player I believe I've cast before, so we'll have to see what he's going to do. The map is Vilshanka, I believe it's called, which is pretty new to me. Don't really know this one very well. I guess it's not been in the game, like, too long. I definitely don't remember it from when I was casting proper, like just over a year ago. So yeah, nice new map here. Let's see what it does. We've got a commander pick coming out the gates here from VonIvan. It's an old favorite, an oldie but a goodie. Gonna be the mechanized assault doctrine. So those are the abilities there. Mechanized assault. You get the assault grenadiers. You get the mechanized assault group. You get the Stug 3 House of E. You get the light artillery barrage, and you get the T-grade tank for the late game. So yeah, very good commander. Brings a lot of unique tools, a lot of unique options and approaches to teching, and just a lot of things that Wehrmacht really want to have, as this commander brings. So yeah, we'll see what VonIvan's going to do here. He's gone already 2 squads of assault grenadiers, which is unusual. We normally see 1 in the early game, so already going for a assault grenadier heavy style. Do we have any tech? Okay, yeah, so he's not actually even built his infantry company, so we're not going to see any grenadiers anytime soon. This is not going to be a sniper opening. So VonIvan going to choose to rely on the 5-man close range squad. MG42 going to be committed to his opponent's fuel point, which I do like. And for borobadger, we've got a triple rifleman opening. So, pretty standard stuff, to be honest, for USF. I think pretty much every USF player goes like triple rifle. Oh, Pioneer's getting caught out in a pretty dicey situation here. Could this be an early squad wipe? Looks like he's just going to sneak away there. Oof, that was a little bit closer than VonIvan would have liked, I'm sure. Some riflemen going to get caught in the arc of the base defense. You know what, actually? This is a really small map. From base to base, it's pretty tiny, isn't it? That's a very tiny map. Like, it just feels very small. Assault grenade package going to come down here. Whoa! That will be a squad wipe. Ain't no way you're going to get away past 2 squads. That's 10 SMGs of assault grenadiers, and then running into an MG42. So some riflemen going down. That's a brutally early squad wipe to be inflicted, and that's going to put borobadger on the back foot, you have to think. Riflemen are an expensive and great squad. Your core infantry... Oh, God! Not again! Oh, no! He's going to use sprint here. This rifle... This is just disgusting. This is brutal. Come on. Okay, played for, VonIvan. Well played for. I tip my hat to you, sir. If he'd have got that squad wipe, like, I would have been okay with borobadger leaving the game. Like, I exaggerate a little bit, but I mean, it's like, you lose 2 squads before the 4-minute mark, and you do just sort of think to yourself, you know what, I might just go back and find another match. I might just start again. No! No! He's going to lose them for sure. Well, I mean, it seems that VonIvan's, like, penchant for bloodshed has not atrophied while I've been away. He is still an utter killer. That is 3 squad wipes really well put together. Like, just so well put together. Wow. I wasn't paying attention to how he was moving that MG42, but having the MG42 behind the USF forces and facing towards the east, and then using it to get squad wipes because squads are falling back into MG42. That was not an accident. He did that 3 times in a row. Like, the same more or less thing. Flushing the rifleman into the MG with his assault grenadiers. Okay, but now the MG42 is caught out. It has no supporting squads in the hood, really. Okay, actually there's some Panzer grenadiers, but they're not close enough to help. So, okay, they're going to have to fall back, but getting 2 squad wipes on rifleman, borobadger in a horrible position now. Finds himself... actually, he has the ticket lead. So, despite murdering a lot of Americans, VonIvan not actually got that much field control. But, I mean... it's hard to have that much field control when you concentrate, you know, all of your assault grenadiers and your MG42 instead of spreading them out. You concentrate them to get squad wipes. So that's fine, and I think VonIvan is probably fine with trading 50 tickets for like wiping his opponent's core infantry twice really early in the game. I mean, these are the squads you want to be vetting up all through the game and carrying you through the game. These riflemen. So anytime you can knock them down. Oh! Bundaroo grenade! Well, I don't know if we're going to see much of a game here at this rate. I mean, there's still... I mean, this is far from over. If borobadger wants to play this out, that's absolutely fine. And he should, really. He really should. Because when you lose squads this early, your manpower income is so high. You can replace those squads. And it's not like he was losing much veterancy on those riflemen, now was it? They were basically fresh out of training. So, you know, that's... Oh, not again. Yeah, that's it. Definitely, don't try and spread your squads. Don't take the risk. Just fall them back. Definitely borobadger. I mean, like, if he hadn't just suffered 3 squad wipes this game, he probably might have tried to spread those squads or, like, do something differently there. But no, doesn't want to lose anyone else. Probably feeling a little bit sort of shell-shocked. The adrenaline surging. And he's going to get out of there. Stuart going to be the choice here off of Lieutenant for borobadger. So that's what we're going to see moving forward. Still no commander pick for him, so at least he has the flexibility to choose a commander when he thinks the moment is right. Struggling to find some sort of silver lining in this nightmare for borobadger. Okay, well, let's crack the tack. Okay, borobadger is basically fighting from the doorstep of his base against a well-orchestrated line of Axis forces here. MG42 probably going to reposition here momentarily. The 250 half-track gonna... Whoa, it needs to... Oh, VonIvan probably going to lose the half-track here. What's this ability it has? Defensive mode. Awesome, I've not seen that before. So it like deploys loads of sandbags on itself and becomes really... What? Becomes really tough. Oh, Company of Heroes 2 is so cool now. All these stupid units that kind of felt pointless before are kind of okay now. What the hell? So you can basically hull down your 250s and turn it into a sort of early game hardpoint. What? That's so sick. Anyway, here comes the Stuart. Incendiary ammo gonna be used. That's gonna be a lot of veterancy onto this MG if it can survive. Stuart's, of course, yeah, really good against weapon teams. That should be a dead MG42 to be honest. Yeah, there we go. So, okay, borobadger manages to sort of, you know, bob and weave and gets a good punch in here, catches VonIvan on the chin, and gonna get a squad wipe. If he can pick up this MG42, this game actually starts looking okay. This game actually starts looking not so bad then. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but Lieutenant Tech is, hang on a second. Okay, so Lieutenant Tech, okay, so, yeah, okay, he can build 50 cals, but anyway. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud there. Don't mind me. So it looks like VonIvan going to get his hands back on his MG42 and going to start hosing away with that. The Stuart could probably wipe it again if he needs to, though, because, I mean, you can see there's just no Axis units going to be able to support this MG42 in time. So the Stuart, so a couple of unlucky shots getting rolled there, actually. But point-blank range, you'd really expect that to get wiped, but it isn't. Panzer Grenadiers making good crew, of course. So the MG42 going to get out of there. Both forces going to take a second here, and it looks like borobadger is going to go for a heavy cav doctrine. So we're going to see the Pershing in the late game. I mean, if the game gets there. But it's been a furious pace so far, so we may not get there. But anyway, Rangers on the field. Borobadger, unbowed, unbeaten. He's happy to keep moving on in this game and is bringing out the big guns. Rangers cost 350 manpower now. Jeez, it's more than I thought. You know, borobadger's muddling himself into the beginnings of a decent mid-game here. You know, he's got his core infantry is battered, but okay. A lieutenant, 2 rifleman squads, some rangers with the Thompson package, supported by a Stuart. That's probably okay. But some anti-tank weapons beginning to appear in VonIvan's roster. And, you know, the 250 was repaired. It did sneak away and was repaired. So we do have a sort of a rocket half-track, in a way. That's a weird way. I mean, it's not a rocket half-track in the artillery sense. It's like an anti-tank rocket half-track. Let's not call it that. That's a stupid name. I don't know what I'm doing. That's not a thing. He's got some Panzer Grenadiers with Panzerschrecks in a 250. Right, let's leave it at that. So, MG42 gets caught out here in the south. Stuart gonna be Displacing that one, a lot of allied infantry caught under the arc. That's a weird fallback. Not quite sure I know why these rear esh fell back. Why is he falling back all this infantry? Was he taking that much damage? Oh well. I feel like you can just wait for the MG42 to get out of there. But anyway. Panzerschrecks are going to get in on here. Incendiary ammo comes down. A lot of veterancy on this MG42 now. Oh, he's going to get the Stuart. He's going to get the Stuart.
We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
I mean, I feel like that's a textbook example of how not to deal with an MG42 in the building. Oh, he's going to immediately replace the Stuart. Somewhere he's lost a squad of riflemen as well. Didn't see that. VonIvan's just a killer, isn't he? VonIvan's just an absolute killer. Wow. This has been such... This is like actual blitzkrieg, you know what I mean? Like...
A capture point is being overrun.
Wow. Okay, well, borobadger, to his credit, demonstrating immense strength of character here by not leaving the game yet. And that's great, you know, he's definitely still in this. And Ostwind, I was going to check the tech, but the action's been too thick and fierce. Support Armor Corps is here and we have an Ostwind. So now we've got a Stuart and 4 infantry squads, and the Stuart's just finishing into an Ostwind and, like, just a nightmarish array of VonIvan forces.
Our supply line just got cut off.
Normally when I make that sound, that's me trying to imagine, like, just trying to, in my wildest dreams, imagine how borobadger steers this game back to parity, let alone a win. And I'm failing right now. I cannot see the line. So we're just going to have to see. Heavily mauled are the United States forces, but he does still have some map presence. You know, by having so few units, borobadger has managed to keep his manpower income high, so, you know, that's a thing. Alright, here comes an Ostwind. Oh no, that's a dead Stuart. I mean, it's probably not a dead Stuart, but I mean, just the way this game has gone just makes me think that's a dead Stuart. Oh god. So the Stuart, like, frantically jukes to the north of map, where there is, like, very little in the way of support. Gonna get a bit spin roasted here. Shrek's gonna come down off this 250. The engine gets busted. The Stuart does get cooked, but he might lose his Ostwind for his trouble here. We'll see. Depends. It does get the Ostwind, so that's actually an acceptable trade as long as it doesn't lose the lieutenant, and it's looking close on that. VonIvan just immediately in there. What is this, like, blitzkrieg thing that's happening here? Okay, yeah, that's... And it's over! Wow, jeez. Oh my god, what a savage mauling. Alright, can somebody tell me why this half-track has the lightning bolt icon over it? Like, why is this thing... What's going on with this? I don't recognize what's... I don't recognize that. Someone's going to have to tell me what's going on with that, because I don't actually know. But what savagery. This is just like the first random game of VonIvan's that I've caught since I've been backcasting. So, but safe to say, the character of VonIvan not changed. He might be playing with Wehrmacht and not Soviet partisans, but by goodness, can he steer a game with these units? Oh, man. Jeez. I mean, I just got back from a pretty epic weekend away, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do some casting, you know, like settle in for an hour or two and just kind of, you know, nail out a couple of games, and it's going to be great. Company of Heroes 2. That's a game where the average length is like at least 35 minutes. The average game length must be 35 minutes. Cast 2 games, and it's like just not even been 40 minutes. I mean, I don't really know what to say. Just VonIvan's a monster. Put together some brutal early squad wipes. And never let his foe get a look back into the game. borobadger might be a really great player, but he just didn't get a chance to really show anything. Yeah. He got a nice trade for his Stuart against the Ostwind, so, you know, that's one thing. And also, I think it's safe to say, whatever happened with this MG42 in the building that led to the death of a Stuart and somehow a rifleman squad somewhere, which might have been here, might have been elsewhere, I'm not sure it matters, but I'm pretty sure that's not how you deal with an MG42 in the building. He had like 3 squads of infantry caught in the arc, and he fell them back, and then the Stuart came in, and incendiary ammo and the Shrek track just came in and destroyed his Stuart, and that's unfortunate. I don't really know what the moral of this game was. don't get match made against VonIvan, maybe? Yeah, okay, that's the moral of this game. Can't think of anything better. So, yeah, that's what I've learned from this game. So, it's probably in your strategic and tactical best interests to not get match made against VonIvan. That's just, yeah, do that. Great, okay, cool. Well, there we go. We're done in like 13 minutes, 15 seconds. Thank you very much for watching. This for now. Magpie842 signing out.